Hey everyone, ready for a deep dive into a story that's way more than just business?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We're talking Ratan Tata.
A name that's pretty much means like India's rise in the world, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But this isn't your typical rags to riches thing.
No, not at all.
Ratan Tata's story is really all about how he mixed business smarts with like a real sense of purpose.
And we've got this awesome script outline for a motivational video about him.
Cool.
It really shows those values and life lessons that go way beyond just business.
A script outline? That's a pretty cool source.
Yeah,
It's like we get to see behind the scenes of how his legacy inspires other people.
right.
Right off the bat, his side highlights integrity, compassion, visionary leadership, and get this, using business to do good in the world.
You'll see all of that come up in some pretty amazing stories from those big acquisitions he made.
Oh, yeah.
To the Tata Nano project.
That's it.
A car made so families who never thought they could own one could afford it.
Oh, yeah, the Nano. I really want to see how that vision came about, especially in India.
Yeah.
But before we get ahead of ourselves, the script starts with Tata's childhood.
Okay.
Even though he came from a rich and powerful family, his parents made sure he had strong ethics and a sense of responsibility.
It's wild how those early things shape us, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Tata's story really proves that
Yeah.
the script actually says how his values were there, even though he had all those privileges from his family.
Makes you think about your own upbringing, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, what values did you grow up with and how do they affect the choices you make now?
Totally. Now let's move on to Tata's education.
Okay.
I was surprised to find out he studied architecture at Cornell, not business.
Architecture? Wow, that's not what I expected.
Right.
But I bet being abroad, especially in the U.S., had a big impact on how he sees the world.
You're right on the money. That experience abroad made him independent and showed him different ways of thinking,
Well.
which was really important when he led a global company like Tata Group. Think about it. To handle all those different countries and cultures, you need to understand how people think in different places.
So picture this. Tata gets back to India with all this global experience, and he's ready to join the family business.
Okay.
But here's the thing that got me. He didn't just walk into a top job.
Yeah.
The script says he started at the bottom, working his way up from the factory floor.
Talk about being humble.
I know, right?
It would have been so easy to just use his family name.
Oh, yeah.
But he chose to earn respect by working hard and proving himself every step of the way.
Yeah.
It's powerful, especially with a family like the Tatas.
Totally. It shows his character, and it's a good lesson for everyone, really.
For sure.
Whether you're in a family business or going your own way, there's a lot to be said for proving yourself through hard work and starting from the ground up.
Absolutely. Now, as Tata moved up and eventually became chairman, the script emphasizes how he balanced the old ways with new ideas.
This is where it gets interesting. This
Yeah.
is where those big acquisitions come in, right?
Right.
Like Jaguar Land Rover and Tetley Tea.
Yeah.
Those were big moves that put the Tata brand on the world map and really mixed up what they did.
Think about it. Those weren't just random buys.
No?
Tata saw what others didn't. He knew how the world was changing, and he set up the Tata Group to succeed in the long run.
And don't forget, the risks he took, those were big decisions.
Huge.
And not everyone got it at the time.
Nope.
But it shows Tata was a visionary leader who could see what was coming.
Definitely ahead of the curve. It's a great example of respecting the past but looking to the future.
Yeah.
And speaking of the future, let's talk about the Tata Nano.
Okay.
This is where that idea of using business to do good really shines.
Okay. The Nano. This one always got me.
Yeah.
The idea of making a car families who never thought they could own one could afford.
It's incredible.
It really is.
Tata wanted to make a car for under $2,000,
Wow.
opening up car ownership to tons of people in India.
Yeah.
Imagine what that did for their lives. Easier to get around, more opportunity, a sense of pride. It wasn't just selling cars, it was about changing lives.
And that's what makes it different, right?
Totally.
It wasn't just about making money. It was about solving a real problem and making a difference.
Absolutely.
But I'm sure a project this big had its challenges.
Well, for sure, the script talks about some of them.
Like what?
Like meeting those safety rules with such a low price and making enough cars to meet demand.
Yeah.
But Tata never gave up. He saw the Nano as a way to help communities and give people more power.
It's a great example of work with a purpose.
Definitely.
It makes you think how we can do that in our own fields.
Yeah.
What problems can we solve? How can we use our skills to do good?
Good questions. Now, Tata's career wasn't all smooth sailing,
No.
but the script shows how he always faced those tough times head on
Yeah.
with integrity and sticking to his values.
It would have been easy to just give in, you know,
Oh, yeah.
to go for the quick win instead of sticking to what's right.
For sure.
But Tata never did. He was true to himself even when it was hard.
That's real strength.
It shows his character. And speaking of character,
Yeah.
the script also talks about Tata's leadership style.
Okay.
He's described as humble, approachable, and focused on people, qualities that seem to be all of the Tata Group.
Yeah.
There's this awesome story in the script about how Tata always ate in the company cafeteria with everyone else.
No fancy executive dining room.
Exactly. It really shows how humble he was and that he respected everyone no matter what their job was.
I love that story. It shows he didn't just talk the talk, he walked the walk.
He did.
It wasn't about being the boss. It was about making everyone feel included and respected.
Yeah.
It makes you think about leaders you admire and what qualities you like in them.
For sure.
Yeah.
I've always liked leaders who lead by example and make everyone feel valued.
Okay.
Shifting gears a bit, the script mentions Tata's amazing philanthropy,
Right?
which is a big part of his legacy.
Definitely.
The Tata Trusts have done so much good in areas like education, healthcare, and fighting poverty.
Yeah. It's amazing the scale of their work. They've helped millions of people in India and around the world.
Yeah.
But what really strikes me is that Tata's legacy is bigger than just business success.
Yeah.
People remember him for wanting to make the world better just as much as they remember him for his business smarts.
That's what makes him so inspiring, right?
Yeah.
He knew that real success isn't just about what you get for yourself.
It's about leaving the world a better place.
Exactly. And it's something we can all try to do no matter what we do or where we are in life.
Absolutely. Even small acts of kindness, helping our communities or standing up for what's right can make a difference.
Yeah, they can make a positive change.
As we wrap up this deep dive into Ratan Tata's amazing life and legacy,
Yeah.
the script ends with a powerful thought about life, happiness, and respect.
Tata talks about how important relationships are, being grateful and giving back, timeless values that really resonate.
Definitely.
It's a reminder that true happiness goes beyond money or career success.
It does.
It's about living a life with purpose and making a positive impact on the world.
And that, I think, is what makes Ratan Tata's story so powerful.
Yeah.
He showed how to be successful in a way that included integrity, compassion, and doing something bigger than himself.
It's a powerful message. And what gets me is that it's not about being super rich or famous.
Right.
It's about the little choices we make every day.
Exactly. You don't have to run a huge company to have those values.
Right.
It starts with how we treat people, how we do our work, and how we help our community.
I love that it reminds us that we all have the power to make a difference no matter what.
We do.
Thinking about Tata's journey, what stands out to you the most?
For me, it's how he changed what success means.
Yeah.
It's not just about money. It's about using your influence, your resources to do good. He showed us that business can be a force for good, and that's really inspiring.
It really is. It makes you question how we usually measure success, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's not just about getting promoted or making tons of money.
No.
It's about leaving a legacy that's bigger than ourselves.
It's about asking ourselves, what kind of mark do we want to leave on the world? What do we want people to remember us for?
Those are big questions.
They are.
But they're worth thinking about. And I think Ratan Tata's story gives us a way to answer them.
It does.
It's about integrity, compassion, thinking big, and having a purpose.
It's about knowing that even small things we do can spread out and make a positive impact.
So as we wrap up our deep dive
Yeah.
into Ratan Tata's amazing life,
Yeah.
I want to leave you with this thought. What will your legacy be? What kind of impact do you want to make?
It's been great exploring all this with you.
Same here. Until next time, keep diving deep. And remember, real success is about more than what you see on the surface. See you next time.